Okay, so here is what the content brief looks like. This is what we give the copywriters so they know exactly what they're going to write. So when we give it to them, the copywriter manager is going to put the URL in here. If it's a new page, and most of them are new pages, then we're going to pre-fill in what we want the final live URL to be. Generally, the URL structure is not super important. Don't spend a huge amount of time on this. Usually, we're going to try to minimize the number of folders, keep it flat, keep the structure flat, use dashes instead of folders, and we want the target keyword in the URL. Then we have the target keyword. What target keyword is the content being written for? Meta title, meta description are going to be left blank. The content writer will fill that in, and zero GPT score will also be left blank. The copywriter will fill that in. Now we have a blank content brief for every single client. What that lets us do is put the client GBP information in here. So we have their business name, primary category, address, phone number, and a link to the GBP. This is helpful both for the content writers and for future steps of this process. So I would highly encourage you to do this. This basically means that we have a blank content brief for every single client. I know it doesn't seem like a lot to copy paste information for each client into this copy brief, into the content brief, but if it takes 1 or 2 minutes and you're producing 100 articles a month, that's 2 hours of time. Okay, so we just have a blank sheet for every single client where we have this information filled in. There are 2 here. This particular client was multi-location. So for a multi-location client, we're just going to put every one of their GBP's information in here. So we can copy this, delete it, delete one of these if it's not multi-location. But I don't want a blank content brief for every single location. I just want one for every single client. In terms of which location this content is for, that will be made very clear based on the target keyword. Remember, the target keyword will almost always have the city name in it, so which GBP we're writing for will be very clear based on that. Okay, and then the content brief itself, we're going to repeat what client. Again, this is pre-filled for the blank ones. Then we're going to put the page type. Is it neighborhood content, supporting content, a category content, service content, whatever it happens to be. Then we have the due date. That's assigned when the copywriter is assigned to the task. Any specific notes, and then we're going to add the internal links that we want the content to have. This will also be done by the copywriter manager when this is filled out before it's given to the copywriter. Then the copywriter will go through the copywriting process and paste the finalized content in here. And they'll update meta title, meta description, and zero GPT score. Everything else will already be filled in for the copywriter to have the necessary information they need.